and welcome along and welcome back to Attingham Park. Today we have quite a few jobs to do. We're continuing in on our seeding of the various crops. We've got the canola to do today on field 12B. We've also got field 14 that needs to be limed and manure spreads. We've got fields 1 and 2B that need the same. We've also got some stones to pick. The first thing we need to do is get some money. We're going to borrow 10,000, which will give us 9,846. I want 3 bags of the double top, so we'll take that up to 3 bags. 4 bags of the Anglia seeds. Let's grab this and get these loaded up onto the trailer. Thankfully, 8 bags of seed and fertilizer seem to fit fairly well on this trailer without destabilizing it too badly. So much better than us having stuff on the other one. We can't take too many at once, but as a trailer to get stuff down to the field, it works really, really well. The delay in getting started, though, won't help us. It is already 8:30 in the morning, and this field is huge. I'm less worried about the next 2 fields. The next 2 fields after this are smaller ones, both field 2B and field 1 being much, much smaller than this. And then it's just this monster of field 14 that probably is going to have us working into the night again, like field 13 did. We're employing this little tractor again because it was so useful for this job last time, and having it about to do jobs like this is really, really useful. We are going to be keeping a close eye on this today and making sure that this seeder keeps going as much as possible. We'll leave this bag of seeds on the front so that when it runs out we can top up. And so a standard setup we've had before, 2 headlands, and yep, I'm pretty happy with all that. I could go longest edge, which would do like that. Let's see what that looks like. So that, again, that looks like that, longest edge. It's because of all the shape changes on it. It wants to go that way. I'm gonna do the field that way. Bring us around to the start point. We have canola selected. Good. First waypoint, and away we go. And hopefully, yep. We are using a fairly high seed rate and a fair whack of fertilizer on here. We're going to be filling this up quite a bit today, I think. Next up, I need to get my manure spreader going, and look at that. We have a severe lack of manure. We have got through most of it at this point. So field 1 is our smallest field left. It is a completely loam field, so we should get a fair whack off here with this. Create a new course, same as before, although we want to go north-south with this. Should start, oh wow, that is an interesting start point for this. So I'm not quite sure exactly why it's starting there. And yeah, it's coming into the field. Oh, it's starting right up here. It must be to do with how this spreads. So we'll see how this does and let it go from there. And that brings us back to our 6810. This needs fuel. We don't have any fuel. Right, let's see if we can refill this petrol tank then. Do we have the money for that? The answer is no. Right. So, we need to address the elephant in the room then. And we're not going to do it with this 7610. Instead, we're going to do it with this. Our trusty Land Rover. We're going to go and sell both of the headers and header trailers for our New Holland combines, get those gone, and then sell the combines as well. Part of the reason we lack money so much at the moment is we bought that new combine. Repaint it first. Oh, no, we'll go with this first. Repaint that, yes, and sell that. Give us some extra money. Right, now we can repair that, yes, and repair that, yes, and sell. So yeah, it's all about the order in which you sell things to make sure you maximize the amount you get for it. We are already back up to 8,985. They can head a trailer into shop and get this sold. So that's in there. We'll squeeze through the doorway and over to here. So yeah, repaint for 141, repair it for 1, and then sell for 3,064. Perfect. And then the header, repaint it for 1,500, repair it for 235, and sell it for 4,801. There we go. So that was only 7,865, but then that header was older and therefore was always going to make us less money. The TR87 is up first for the combines. Not sure that's going to fit in this doorway. Oh yeah, it is just. Yeah, we won't fit our new case in that doorway, but we can fit that in. So this repaint is going to be 7,695, and this is why we sold the headers first. We need to absolutely maximize our profit on this. So we need to get about 21,000, 22,000 off this once repainted. And we get 22,000. We want to repair it as well and sell that. Yes. Okay, so we're up to 29,000. And then we will sell the TR96 as well. And not a moment too soon. One of our, I think our cedar is probably in need of refill. So, yeah, let's see how much we get for this. Repaint it for 10,000. Ow. So, takes us up to 37,000. So, we'll definitely make a bit extra from doing that. Sell it, and so 37,273 for that. An overall total of 55,000. That's really, really good. And it's actually our manure spreader that has run out. That is really difficult to see where that's spread. But I don't know how much manure we have left. It's got to the point where it's actually done the main body of the field and we just need to get the headlands. So if we can scrounge out an extra trailer full of manure, we should be all right. But it's looking very, very low, to be honest. Let's have a look. What do we have over here? Yeah, there's next to no manure in there at all. And do our pigs need straw? Yeah, I think our pigs need straw as well. So we might go deal with that quickly so that we can ensure that they have some. Let's jump in this. We're going to have to switch tools on the front. So we'll head over here, drop this off. Now, if this indeed isn't needed anymore, we can start doing lime with this, which is good news. And we can also go do stone picking with the 7810, which is also good news. And it actually frees us up a little bit. Let's come around here. Where is my bale spike? There it is. I left it in the shed. Let's pick it up onto the front of this then. And we want to grab a couple of bales of straw, get them loaded in for the pigs. I think we probably also need to get some more pig feed for the pigs, so we'll sort that in a minute as well. Once we got some more fuel in our fuel tank, which of course was the whole reason why we went and sold all of our combines just now. Now, 41,000 is the price for a new header for our combine. So I'm going to try and hold on to as much money as possible and kind of hope that maybe we get a header for our combine in a sale. If not, I think we will end up leasing it simply because we know we'll be able to pay for it by the end of the harvest this year. So drop those in there. That should end up with, yep, that going in. Second one in as well. And how does that do for our pigs? That gives them pretty good setup, actually. We do need to give them more food. Their health isn't great because their food is so low. And in fact, they've run out of certain food types, which will not do their health any good at all. So we will just plonk one more bale of this in. Now, we've still got plenty here. Top that right up. In fact, now I'm going to put 2 bales in there because then it will keep it going for a while. And we will we'll just dump them over the fence because that will still have them working in there. And then, yeah, we can sort out some feed for them as well with the trailer and the 7610. So, dump the top one in there. Will that go in? Oh, we can put both of them in. That will work. So, in with the pigs. Goes that. That will get taken in. Yeah, in fact, there we go. So we've got a bale of straw in there now. That will slowly get taken down. And I can now concentrate on getting some feed in there as well, which will sort them out. Seem to be unable to actually get the fuel tank refill to show up at the moment. So we'll just back off here. There should be a function to refill silo. There we go. So 24,000 for 10,000 litres. I'm going to just put 2,000 litres in here for now. With the size of the fuel tanks on our vehicles, that should be enough. Put this into here, stop it, and refuel it. This does not take a massive amount of fuel. I think it takes like a couple of 100 litres at most. Yeah, 148 litres. So that's fine. We'll now go fill our Marston trailer up with some pig food. Get them fed. So that will keep our pigs happy. And keep them producing the manure and the slurry that we've been using so much of. I would really like to be able to finish off the manure day if I can. Field 1 is the next field we want to do. We have got basically we've got 4 days to get 4 fields seeded, and 2 of those are huge. So I need to take like a day to do the 2 smaller ones. No, we want pig feed, which must be some in here. There it is. 59,000 litres of pig food. Perfect. We'll put 14,000 litres of it in with the pigs. And I do like this pig feed silo. As a silo in general, it's really, really useful because you can use it to store your crops, and then on top of that you can also just generate a load of pig food when you need to, and then still have the crops there accessible to you. It's absolutely brilliant. I think if you're running a pig farm on here, in here, it's worth getting. I absolutely would recommend, though, if you do get it, only generate the pig food you need, really, if you're using it to store all your main crops. And don't forget to turn it off, otherwise all of your crop will get converted. Right, that gives us not a huge amount of food for the pigs. So I'm going to run around this a couple more times, put a few thousand more litres of pig food in here, and at least get it about half full, I think. This is going to be our 4th and final trailer of pig food. Looking really good. Although we've had a breakdown, so we're going to have to go and check that out in a minute. The only tractor that is out there running is the Massey. So that is actually quite worrying. Let's get this tipping. And we'll go and check this out. So what's wrong with this Massey? Oh, it's just dropped below 50%. So it should be all right for a little while. Let's get it started up. It's basically, it's stopped in the middle of the field. And we need to get it restarted again. Does happen sometimes. We will get it back. We'll probably get it back when it's run out of seed or fertilizer. So nearest waypoint. Because, yeah, when it does that, we're going to take it up to the corner of the field, refill both of those, no matter which one is emptied. And then we will be able to just take this tractor up and get it repaired at that point. Hopefully won't be too expensive, but we do have 50,000 in the bank at the moment, so we hopefully will be all right. Now that we got all the pig food, though, we need to get this onto the next job, which is to fill up with a whole load of lime. I want to take at least 2 trailerfuls of lime down to the field. Get that ready to get spreading on there. I've already got the bucket onto the front of the zebra. We've only got 1,000 litres of lime. That's not good. I reckon we've still got a lot of stones in here, though. Let's go and have a look at our line production. Yeah, we still have 17,000 litres of stone. So what we'll need to do is go and grab some water. And that means using this tractor for that. This is why I have disconnected it from the trailer. We need to be very, very careful, though, because our 7610, not the most powerful tractor in the world, it could very easily get pulled into the river with the weight of this trailer. So, slightly concerned. We will take it steady and carefully and see if we can actually avoid giving it a swim. So back it down to the river. I only really just want to get the very edge of this in here. Bring it down. Okay, right. Will you fill up? Yes, you will. And it's hardly in there as well. Yeah, that is perfect. That is exactly what I want. That goes any further backwards, there's a distinct danger that we could end up with a tractor in the drink, but as much trouble as it's having getting out of here, it is at least getting out of here. So we'll refill the water in here, create us some more lime, and will this be enough? This should be enough, actually, to do this. With 17,000 litres, we're going to need about 10,000 litres in order to produce the stone, so or produce the lime. In which case, yeah, we're going to want a second trailer full of water. Especially as we know we're going to get a few more stones out. Not many, but that should then produce all the lime we need. So let's grab a second trailer of this, and then we'll be able to fill our trailer with lime. Now, as I expected, the Massey Ferguson is empty of fertilizer. So while we have this opportunity and while our water trailer is refilling, we'll take this up to the corner of the field here. I'm going to detach my seeder, take the tractor back to the yard quickly and get it repaired. Very tempted actually to put the dual wheels on here that I wanted to before, but I'm trying to save as much of the money that we got as possible. So let's disconnect that. And we'll take this back there. Why has it unfolded those wheels? It's a little bit annoying, that, but we'll deal with that when we get back. I think that's something to do with the new setup. So hopefully we can reconnect it and it'll just fold those down again. So we need to take this to the workshop and get it repaired. Now, I seem to remember the reason why we didn't do this last time was we were looking at quite a hefty repair bill. And yeah, 3,110 is not too bad, actually. Especially just to keep this running. So we'll get this back down to the field. I'm going to refill both the seeds and the fertilizer. That will keep everything running for a little bit longer. It appears that you can't fold it down when it's attached to that joint, so we're going to have to put the coupling on, pull it forward a little bit, couple to the back one, and go from there. It's really, yeah, that's really frustrating. It shouldn't fold up like that when you detach from that joint, because that, yeah, just causes a whole load of issue. I'd like to see it actually fold when it folds these down, fold that up, because that makes things really, really clear. That should now attach there. We can, oh, yeah, it's being weird, but at least we got that sorted and slightly quicker than I was expecting. We'll just put this attacher joint down here. Something that I absolutely forgot. We've just seeded the wheat. We need to get a tractor down onto field 13 for the weeding. If we don't weed that field in the next day or so, that's going to cause us a problem. Thankfully, we've got the 7810 available at the moment, so we might go and start getting that onto there. That's opening up. We've got the seeds here, so we'll start this up, get this reloaded, and yeah, there's so many things to think about when you have a really, really busy seeding season like this, that it can get a little bit away from you. I'm looking forward to things calming down just that little bit. Right, let's empty the rest of that seed bag into there. Grab another bag of fertilizer and refill that as well. Because we take a fair amount of fertilizer into this. In fact, it takes more than a bag of fertilizer at a time. So I think I'm going to fill it right up this time, rather than what I did last time, which was just put a bag in there. And in goes the whole bag. Yeah, we need to adjust this slightly. There we are. Oh, this little tractor is perfect for this job. It just frees up our zebra to do so much more. Right, let's see if we can lift this off here. Because the zebra, of course, is a useful tractor in its own right, and not just as a front loader. This tractor, there isn't much more we can do with it other than tow a few bits around. It's not got a massive amount of horsepower on its own either. So it's always good to find usage for it on the farm, because it just makes sense to have it around for little jobs like this. Let's drop that off there and maneuver this round again. Lots of people have suggested I get a second seeder on here, and do you know what? That's not a bad suggestion. I'm very much looking at how far we are through this field today, and how much we still have to do. Maybe a second seeder is the way to go at the moment, if we can keep it running with the tractor. So, yeah, I'm thinking next time we might look at that. We've got a lot of work still to do on here. And, yeah, not as many days to do it. So, let's get this very hard-working seeder here. We'll get this back to work, and maybe next time, getting a second seeder will be the way to go. And please tell me I'm not seeding. Oh, wow. Yes, I was. So with the seeder up and running again, I've got another water tank here to fill this with lime. I have just thought of one downside to having 2 seeders running. We will end up with a lack of rollers. Trying to get all of those fields rolled in that time might be a big problem. So yeah, I think we need to watch out for that. Speaking of rolling, with everything going on now, I think we might need to get the 7810 doing some of that. We don't have a huge amount of manure here. I don't think we're going to end up doing any more manure spreading today. I think we're still going to be seeding next day, so we will have a good chance to get a bit more manure on. But yeah, I do need to get something out rolling, and I do need to get something out doing the lime on field 14. So what we'll do is we'll drop this off here, and we'll take the 7610 here. We'll get this on the rolling so that gets started, so it's not running too far behind the seeder, which is always the worry that it might catch the seeder up, but I think we're going to be all right. So back this up, because it's ever so slightly wider than the seeder. I think our seeder is only a 4.5 meter seeder. So yeah, our seeder is 4.3 meters. We actually are at a stage where we could do the 6 meter seeder then. I think we will probably have a look at something like the cockling maybe, and see if we can't pick that up. That isn't too expensive. Would work on here fairly well, and I don't think is much more money. So yeah, I think it might be time to look at a 6 meter seeder and see if we can do our fields with that. If we can get that before we hit field 14, that would be a really, really good use of our money, I think. So let's set up a course. Again, we're going longest edge and generate. There we go. Same setup as our other tracks. And yeah, it's about maybe a third of the way through the field of the seeder. We definitely need a bigger seeder. A few people have said to me, oh, you need to add a second seeder or replace your existing seeder. And yeah, looking at how long this is taking to do this field, I think we definitely need a second seeder. So unfold the rollers, bring them around, line ourselves up, first waypoint, and away it goes. So yeah, not expecting this to finish today, but we might actually get started on it, and I think we've got a long way still to go on this field. Now, as I mentioned, with no real manure to speak of left here, I'm going to put my manure spreader back in here. We're going to get some care tires, I think, on this, or at least get the flotations off this, and go and get the weeder running on field 13. It looks like we're going to be ending up with more of the same next time. As a result, we are going to need to get the bigger seeder. Probably get a bigger lime spreader as well. I think if we can get the 7810 actually doing a few jobs around the farm which are on the bigger side, will be good. So let's customize this, get the flotations off, and put a pair of standard tires back on it. So customize that. Okay. Then jump into here and go and find our hoe. We can run that around field 13, and just get rid of those weeds, because if we don't get rid of those weeds, that is going to hit us hard in our yield on there this year. And as I suspected, there are quite a few weeds down here on field 13, so I'm glad I caught that. I'm glad we didn't get to the end of the next game day and go, oh no, we've forgotten the weeds. So let's set a course for this. We are going to go longest edge on here. 2 headlands. Yep, generate a course. That again is starting where I expect it to. So we'll take this down to the bottom there. There's not a huge amount of fuel in this tractor, so this is going to start complaining soon that it might need to be refueled. Wow, field 9 is going for only 7,427. I don't know when that's going to happen, but that is an absolute bargain for that field. So let's set this off. That auction is for this field and ends today. It's got barley in it as well. Okay, let's have a quick look at less than 24 hours, 7,776 bid. So we are currently the highest bidder on this field. It's a small field. It's out of the way from us. But for less than 10,000, that would be really good to grab for a little bit of extra income. We'll make more than 10,000 off this year. Just having a quick look at the seeders, I would really like to get this Gil Airsim 6040, but it requires 185 horsepower. So reasonably, I think what we're looking at is either a case 5100 seeder or the John Deere 8350 seeder. Both for 6,000. Both would do us fairly well on here, and if we restrict them to the main farm, would be pretty good. The one we've got is 4.3 meters. This would allow us to still do field 6. So I think we maybe will look at getting the case. In fact, I think getting this case might be a really good idea on here. If we go for this, yeah, I think this would be a great idea. Let's just have a look and grab the number plate that we've got on our 7810. So that is APO1FCR. And then seeders. Easily run this, yep. So APO1FCR and okay, and we'll pick that up and we'll be able to hit that running next time with that seeder, and that'd be pretty good. Also pretty good is our Matty Ferguson. This is doing a cracking job in here. We've still got half a tank of seeds and 80%, sorry, half a tank of fertilizer and 80% of a tank of seeds. We are approaching the middle of the field, which is great. I will leave this going this evening, I think, until it runs out of one or the other of those. We've got the roller going down the far side of the field as well. We don't have much else going on other than the weeder. So the weeder will probably get done tonight as well. So we'll be in a good position when we come back for the next game day for the second day of April. For now, though, I'm going to leave this here. So all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.